burning question, are you still together with Jane?
Everyone behind the camera is cringing, by the way, okay? I cannot give Rachel's number here, right? If she can't find a single guy, then the problem is her. Am I the problem? Am I the issue? Am I the drama? Maybe I'm the problem, maybe I'm the problem. But without this problem, there won't be Shermin Smart. Hi, my name is Shermin. I was recently in a documentary called Shermin's March, and it's a social experiment to find love.
I'm 31 and I have never had a boyfriend. Over the past few months, I have been on a journey to find the one. Chasing after love has been tiring. After many failures, I got kind of burnt out. Now, I'm ready to head back into it.
I know some of you guys have some burning questions, so I'm here to give you some updates.
Were the guys you went on dates with aware that they would be filmed?
So the first dates, usually I go in like just by myself and I'll drop like, hey, I'm actually doing something for CNA. So during the second and third dates, right, I will whip out my trusty camera and I'll be filming like just me first. And if they feel comfortable, I'll be like sharing the screen with them. So Jay and Rish, they were very aware that there's going to be cameras around them, that like whatever they say will be recorded. I think for Rish, off the bat, he was like, yes, it's an experiment, let's go for it. Jay took a bit more convincing. He was, yeah, maybe let's not show my face, my voice is fine,
Did you expect to end up with someone at the end of the docu? If not, how would you guys have ended it?
I think the team really wanted to stay true to the journey. So there's a very high possibility that I might end up alone. It's perfectly fine to be single, I'm all for like strong independent women, we do what we like. So if that really happened, we would have filmed it, and maybe we might have added maybe more stuff to do with mental health, like how do you cope with like how society view singlehood, explore how do you remain happy while still being single.
So the burning question, are you still together with Jane?
So Jay and I are still together. We've been together for 6 months already. Me answering his question, like being exclusive.
Will you still be seeing anyone back in Singapore other than me?
I'm not in conversation with anyone else now, so yeah, I think that's a no.
I've met his family, he has met mine. Still trying to learn and know more about each other at this stage. So yeah, but still very happy together. So I'll be traveling with Jay, with my family. We'll be going to Malaysia. It's very cute. So I have my nieces, right? So when they first saw him, they were like, hey, who is this guy? Who is this like weird guy? And now it's a bit more different. They were like, oh, bye-bye, and then they'll hug him.
What do you think kept you together so far?
So this is my first relationship, and it's also Jay's first relationship. So I'm very surprised that he saw something in me that no one saw. There's always this doubt that like, am I not enough? Is there something wrong with me? And should I change myself to attract the person I want or have in mind? And I think through Jay, what I realized is that you just need to find that one person. I managed to find someone that accepted me and find it very endearing.
What do you think of your list now?
Tall, pleasant looking, someone who looks like Johnny Depp. Good hygiene, not balding.
Tall, checked. Has hair, checked. Good hygiene, checked. He got good hygiene, Johnny Depp, no, but there's only one Johnny Depp. Hey Johnny Depp, if you're watching this, please contact me. We can collaborate on a film or something. And like what my producer said, I'm taken but I'm not married yet.
Damn! Will you ever reveal Jay's identity publicly?
I think you have to ask Jay. Because my EP has tried to convince him, I've tried to convince him, and he's like, no, and I like a man who knows what he wants, so yeah.
On hindsight, do you think you were too picky?
Well, I have friends who said that I am picky. A lot of people feel like, when you reach your 30s, you shouldn't be so choosy already. Just find someone and settle down. But this is a person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. I want to find someone that can add on to my life. So why lower the bar, man?
Do you have any regrets over not giving certain dates second chance?
No regrets, really. If you really feel like there's no vibe and you don't like click, right? Say thanks but no thanks. Be polite about it, be respectful. Hey, it's not you, it's me, that line.
Do you get recognized a lot after the show?
After the show aired, right, I thought like, yeah, that's it. So I went for a tech recce elsewhere location and this auntie was like, hey, you on TV? Then Yeah, and I think my bosses, like my EPs, were very tickled lah. Like, hey, you celebrity now, we better like make way for you, you know. Yeah, a bit uncomfortable with people coming up, but I'm glad also because it really meant that like they recognized the show. I guess it made them feel something lah. So I was expecting a lot of negative comment and feedback initially. Hey, like, what's this girl doing? Jay, he took the time to screenshot some of the positive comments and he shared it with me. So I was really surprised when I saw comments like really positive feedback. Like, hey, I identify with this. I can really relate to it. Shermin is so brave to put herself through this and being authentic in showing her emotions. I think this is a comment that a lot of people say. I'm so brave, but I don't feel like I'm being brave. I just want to show this side, you know, of what it is like to be single in Singapore and how the dating process is like. And because the crew that I'm filming with, they have seen me when I just started, you know, in this industry. I feel very comfortable with them. And because of that, you know, I'm just being myself. And they managed to catch all these quirks and strange things that I do. When Jay held Shermin's hand when crossing the road in Vietnam, I screamed. I'm so happy for her. When Jay held my hand, I was also screaming. And you know, in Vietnam, right, it's like, you must have the guts to just walk. So nervous, but also like, hey, wow, that's how his hands feel like. I know everyone behind the camera is cringing, by the way, okay? Yeah. Hi Shermin, you look lovely with your glasses on. I'm going to get the same pair of spectacles as you. Okay, fun fact, the glasses that I have on, some people say I look like Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm all for that, okay? I love Ozzy Osbourne. I do have some experts who said like, hey, maybe you should ditch the specs. Yeah, you'll look better without the spectacles, just wear contacts. And at first when I heard that, I was like, why? That's me, you know? Can't you just accept me for who I am? And after getting feedback from my crew, like, hey, you really look better, I look more energetic. Special occasions, I'll go with my contacts. Yeah, but you gotta love me for who I am, like glasses and all. I really felt Shermin's sadness and frustration. I went through what she did in a few months for 13 years.
I feel really sad today. Why is it so hard for me? Maybe I'm destined to be alone or something like that.
Wow. I think, Anna, maybe you want to take a break or something. In my experiment, I did take a break. And that's because I felt like my mental health was suffering. Okay, I'm not an expert, okay? I cannot give you, put disclaimer here, I cannot give you advice. I think that's also the truth, right? Some people, they go on this journey and they don't find someone. I think despite that, I would like to say like, have some quiet optimism. You know, love happens at the strangest of places. All the best, Anak 2756. The tips and experiences you went through has helped me in being a better steward of my life. I'm glad it did. Our counsellor, Cassandra, she did mention like, to some people, you know, finding love is a goal, and sometimes they lose sight of the other more important things in life, like, you know, spending time with friends, family, having a hobby. I hope that the series has reminded people there's life outside of love, there's life outside of dating. I love you, Shermin, smiley face. Max 57958. If you have said this earlier, I don't need to go on this journey, you know. You know what you say now only? Yeah. What's Rish's IG? LOL interested. Rish is such a nice and good guy. Hope he meets the right one. Have you met my friend Rish? I'll gladly be his wingman. I have his number but I cannot give his number here, right? I cannot give Rish's number here, right? Or maybe we do a dating show for Rish, maybe? Yeah, we have Rish as the protagonist and then like, yeah. Maybe? CNA? Huh? To Shermin, I got 2 words for you. Plastic surgery. Doccan 3848. You need to be more specific, like where, you know? Will you be sponsoring? If you are, sure, why not, man? Maybe I need Botox, maybe I need fillers. If you sponsor, okay, I'll go for it.
What do you learn about yourself in the whole process?
Throughout this whole process, I realized that I'm stronger than I thought I was. So I have the strength to pick myself up from situationships that are really bad. I was very afraid of also being in a relationship. And I think it's something I told my grandma. What if like I go into this and then it doesn't work out and it's on national TV, you know, everyone is going to see. And my grandma was like, what, cannot then find another one? You know, like, why are you so worried? Don't stop yourself from experiencing things because of fear. Thanks for watching. Check out more videos on CNA Insider and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Max57958 says, I love you, Shermin, smiley face. Too late, man. Too late. I'm taken already. Kinda. I'm not married so maybe got chance. Don't let Jay hear. Don't let Jay hear. Don't let